I was scared, I was terrified. It's like your worst nightmare come true.
For the first time, a man wrongly arrested in front of his children is opening up after a Crime Stoppers tip put him behind bars. Well, he sued, and as 10 News reporter Michael Chen reports, the county is now paying up for the apparent mistake.
Aaron Calcagno is a nurse. He was in his scrubs getting ready to go to work when the doorbell rang, giving way to a shock outside his door.
Come to the front yard and their deputies are on the other side of this wall with their guns drawn on me.
Within moments,
This is where I was cuffed.
deputies led Calcagno to his couch.
I was just in shock.
Nearby, his wife and children ages 10 and 8.
They placed my children across from me on the other couch.
On that evening last June, deputies executed a search warrant before arresting him.
It was like a nightmare come true.
Calcagno says he was eventually told an anonymous Crime Stoppers tip had singled him out as the man in these photos, wanted for several heists of pricey watches.
It still kind of makes me sick.
Calcagno pointed out obvious differences,
So my nose drops off at the tip.
like his nose, which is not pointy like the suspects. The description of the suspects' cars did not match his vehicles. Calcagno is also 4 inches shorter and 10 pounds lighter than the witness descriptions.
I just couldn't believe that it happened to me.
In applying for this search warrant, the detective never mentioned the vehicles did not match and put down Calcagno's height and weight as similar to the suspects. Calcagno's attorney, Gene Iredale, contends the driver's license information was exaggerated.
A cynical explanation would be it was an act of laziness that involved some deception.
Calcagno spent about 8 hours in jail before posting bond. He was never charged.
It's difficult.
He says the toughest part was explaining to his kids. He sued, and the county just agreed to settle the case for $150,000.
My hope moving forward through all this is just to make sure that it doesn't happen to anyone else ever again.
Michael Chen, 10 News.
A sheriff spokesperson told us that situations like this one allow for a review of policy to see if any additional training is needed. Sources tell us the theft of the watches is still an open investigation.